What's up, dude? Very rock and roll.
Gotta whittle my pick.
Oh, you are a pick whittler, aren't you?
Yeah, I would rather use a new one, but I don't know why I don't.
I couldn't find I couldn't find a pick yesterday, and I found this one on some stage I was at. It worked. It's got a funky shape
That's
on
what
it.
I use.
Oh, dude,
Well,
how do you whittle it? You mean you
well, I don't like it when it gets sharp, but I use pretty thick ones.
you don't you can use the carpet and sharpen the pick, you know that.
To flatten it or sharpen it?
Either.
I've never done that.
I'm gonna show you
That's
a
why I
trick.
got my
I'm gonna show you a trick.
Let's do it. Go ahead. I was gonna play something.
No pressure.
Don't mind Ben, he's just filing his nails.
Yeah, we just had a guitar pick sharpening conversation as we stepped on stage. Oh yeah, I forgot there's people out there on the interwebs watching this stuff.
Are you about to play an audio thing? Or are we doing it? We're doing it.
Oh,
All
cool.
Take this,
We're there.
Awesome. Well, we're so glad y'all are here. Yeah. We're so glad y'all are here. My name's Cassie. This is my husband, Ben. We are Goldpine.
All right.
You know, I just want to say thank you so much for showing up to a 9:30 p.m. show. Like, you did it. And so did we. I'm really proud of us. This is our fourth time to play here, and this time we brought one of our favorite singer-songwriter musician friends. This is J.D. Graham from Oklahoma, but now he lives in Arizona. And we met J.D. At the Red Lodge Songwriter Festival. Actually, we met before that, right?
Somewhere.
Okay, but that was the first time I heard him. And Ben is a worker. I'm a kite, so I fly around, and Ben just kind of reels me in. So Ben was working, and I was just bebopping around the festival. And I walked into this coffee shop, and JD was up there doing a live session interview and singing and telling stories. And I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but I sat out there by myself weeping in public at like 10 a.m. listening to JD's songs. And right away, I was like, I want to be friends with him. I am just so moved. I'm a fan. I want him to play with us. I want to bring him to Nashville. I want to take him to minister to the Teen Challenge boys that my brother worked with. Like, you're in for a treat. So we're going to let JD start. So make him feel welcome here at the Mucky Duck.
Thank you guys so much. What she said, I don't have a lot of acquaintances in this business, but I don't have many friends, and I'm happy to call these folks my friends. And it's an honor to play songs with them. We share a similar ideology on the way we look at life, and so it's very awesome to hang around with like-minded people. Who's heard me before? My name is J.D. Graham. Who's heard my music? All right, cool. I got a few people to win over. Hope you like sad stuff. In rooms where a lot of people not heard me, I usually start with this song. I'll tell a little bit about my story. I was in prison for 6 years. I got out coming up in February 4 years ago. I got out on February 22nd of 2022. It was a weird date. Like, twos always are crazy when I see them now, because that was God telling me this is all your second chances all at once. Don't screw it up. So, man, I tell you, when I check into a hotel room and it's 2:22, I got to get on my knees and understand what the hell I've been doing, right? So I write a lot of songs about that process. I was a drug addict for over 25 years. I'm coming up on 9 years not being addicted to anything. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. It means I'm better than I was. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care what happens tomorrow. Right now is all I got. When I was in prison, I was a guitar teacher. I taught guys how to write music, and I wrote a bunch of songs. This is the last one I wrote. I wrote this in February of 2022, about 2 weeks before I got out. It's a true story about my life. It's called "A Pound of Rust." I've got some things to get off my chest. A few more words to rhyme while I still got some melody left. I've been way up high, been underneath. I spent some weekends down in Key West sniffing cocaine on the beach. I've burned some nights, and I've burned some weed, and I've taken handfuls of pills just so I can get some sleep to quiet my mind from all this noise that tells me I ain't good enough, and all the slamming doors. Well, shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, because the world can see my scars and where I've been and the hell I've raised again and again. I've been stuck in the mud, now I'm digging out, and my whole life's been a battleground, and I still don't know if I can turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. I've been way down south, old Mexico, and I almost OD'd in a motel room the night before a show. Woke up the next day like there was nothing wrong. And I hit every pharmacy in town till all my pesos were gone. Hell, I pawned guitars, it wasn't mine, and I paid the interest back in shame, and I lost some friends along the way. I've had to fight, and I've had to bleed, and I'm putting my failures on display for the whole damn world to see. Shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, because the world can see my scars and where I've been and the hell I've raised again and again. I've been stuck in the mud, now I'm digging out, and my whole life's been a battleground, and I still don't know if I can turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. Well, I've been a liar, and I've been a thief, and I drug my knuckles with the junkies. I fought them methamphetamines. I've run the streets and run from the law. I run from myself for most of my life, but I ain't running anymore. Hell, I've done some time behind prison walls. For 5 long years I fought lonely with a guitar and a song. Barely made it out, still holding on. And I found forgiveness in a Savior for all the things that I'd done wrong. Well, shedding all this old skin is hard, and I feel naked now, 'cause they can see through my eyes and in my heart. Are we all born to be who we are? And will they believe when I say I've changed, or turn their heads and curse my name? 'Cause they still don't know if you can turn a pound of rust to a pound of gold. Well, Lord, I'm growing old. I'm trying to turn this pound of rust to a pound of gold. Thank y'all.
What do you think about JD, y'all? Come on now. Anybody cry yet? Yes, I know, right?
We're just getting started.
What happens at 9:30?
Well, here's a song off our new record over here. The record is called 3, and I think no matter what you had in your background, everybody's kind of dealing with the same thing of it being very hard to be in the present moment. Anybody ever experienced that? You're like, I'll be in a conversation with somebody and I'll be thinking about the people I need to email the next morning, the groceries I need to get at Walmart after the show. Just being right here, right now is, it's a feat. That's what this one's about. It's called Down the Line.
I can just never see it coming. The way that I let it slip through my hands ain't funny. And if I ever am willing, I might find the regret compelling. Maybe somewhere down the line, I can just never hold a moment. 'Cause I'm already up ahead where I'll be going. When I should have arrived, I still see it out on the horizon. Somewhere down the line. Sometimes I think I might just be sleepwalking. By the way that I don't hear when God is knocking, I'll be asking for a sign, but I'll be dreaming at the very same time of somewhere down the line.
Thanks, y'all.
Y'all are awesome. Keep forgetting I can't see. Got them glasses hanging around my neck for the last year. It's a new thing for me. And it's a weird thing. I can see stuff across the room, but it's like within 4 feet of me, it requires 2 different kinds of glasses. It depends on what I'm doing. And, well, yeah, that's a whole thing. Make some noise from my friends Goldpine. I made a new record about 2.5 weeks ago. I'm super excited about that. It's got some rock and roll songs on it. And it's got some sad songs on it. It's going to be called Uppers and Downers. Check it out next year. I'm going to play one of the downers off of that one. This is a song that's dear to me. I've had a relationship with my dad most of my life. We were always pretty cool, but I was always on drugs, so my whole family was a little bit guarded. When I got out of the joint and my dad saw that I was a different person, we started hanging out and we became best friends. And if your dad's not your best friend, you're missing out. It's like the coolest thing ever. You know someone's your best friend when you can ramble on the phone for half an hour about absolutely nothing. So I get the honor of doing that with my dad constantly, and I believe that God prepares us for stuff. And my hanging out with my dad about a year ago, he lost his wife unexpectedly. And I've watched that grief kind of tear him in half. And I thought about this song for about 6 or 7 months before it fell out one night in an Airbnb in Tennessee. I thought I was just writing about my dad's grief, but hell, I was writing about mine as well. And grief's nothing you don't get over. You kind of temper it with acceptance. So this is a new song about grief. It's called The Altar of Grief. Is it wrong for me to sit at the graveyard getting stoned and try and make it through another day? It's been a hell of a year. I've been trying to heal, even took some pills, but nothing seems to change. Well, they say patience is your friend when you're on the mend. Time's a thief in an empty room, so I pour cocaine on the clock to try to speed it up, 'cause it's been stuck. And will it ever move? And this altar of grief is digging canyons in me. Sunburned roses on the ground and my whole world underneath. Living in an altered state of mind, sleeping on an altar of grief. Mountain of hurt on a hill of dirt, couple cursive words and 2 idle hands. Well, it's last call for the roll on high. You're shooting through the sky just as fast as you can. Well, I'm all alone, I'll never leave the home, still see your phone, but I know it won't ever ring. I keep looking away from the look on my face and try to face the weight of not having you next to me. And this altar of grief is digging canyons in me. Oak trees swaying, ghosts are singing softly about me. Living in an altered state of mind, sleeping on an altar of grief. is digging canyons in me, with sunburned roses on the ground and my whole world underneath. Living in an altered state of mind, sleeping on an altar of grief. Thank you. Nice upbeat evening entertainment, right?
Yeah. I like it. So, Ben and I just celebrated our 16-year wedding anniversary. Yay! That was great. And so we've been married 16 years. Has anybody here been married 20 years? Makes a noise. 25? 30? 40? Oh. No? So how many for y'all? 35? Anybody over 30? Man, 9:30. Y'all are quiet. Okay, so 29 years of marriage. Oh, it was 30. Okay. So, what's your names? Joyce and Brett. Joyce and Brett. Can you share with these great people what is the secret to this many years of marriage?
Damn.
Okay, did you say it's okay to go to bed mad and a little bit of stabby? Okay, that's a first. And what about you, Britt? Okay.
Just give her some Adderall, man.
He's like this. He's like, sleep with one eye open, gripping my pillow tight. Sorry. See, I have ADD too, so I'm right there with you. Okay. There you go. I love it. Okay. Well, I like it. Well, it's working, y'all. It's working. So, you know, marriage is fun. It's awesome. It's a lot of work. It's a gift, but it's a lot of work. Can I get an amen? Okay. But marriage is so much fun. And I just remember when Ben and I first started dating, and then we got engaged, and we got married, then we moved in together. And it's like, there's some road bumps, there's some road humps, and you're trying to figure things out. But we did this really beautiful book called The 5 Love Languages. Has anybody ever done that book? It's so good. It shows you how you give and receive love, and it's normally different than your spouse. And so whenever we did that, it was so eye-opening because I used to get so offended over things, but it's because he doesn't receive love like me. So now that we have it all figured out 16 years later, I'm just kidding, no we don't. But we wrote this love song, and I feel like love is ever evolving and love is ever growing, and it gets deeper and better with time. And so this is our latest single off of our album 3. It's called Understand. You could never know how these things, they will change through the years. Love never looks the same. If only I could show it in a way that you'd understand.
I believe in love. but that could never hold all its complexities. I believe in love. Now 16 years have come and passed us by, but I confess I still haven't been able to see through your eyes. You still doubt the love that comes from these two hands. If only I could show it in a way you'd understand it. I believe in love. I believe in love. They try to put it up on the silver screen, but that could never hold all its complexities. I believe in love.
I am just a woman,
And I am just a man.
if only I could show my love
In a way
that
you'd understand.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Oh, crazy. This the little MIDI controller is a new thing. I haven't seen y'all do that yet.
Yeah, we'll do a little more of that.
And maybe Cassie, you gonna like get a DJ career going on, or?
I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I'm so tired of him making me do more. Like, I just want to be a singer.
I have heard this conversation before.
I just want to be a singer.
It's so good though. You're gonna hear more of this MIDI keyboard. You're gonna hear Cassie play harmonica later, maybe.
Like Bob Dylan.
You're gonna play a little more shaker, maybe. I don't know.
I play it. I'm like, how many more things can I do?
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. You got lots of choices to be somewhere. This is Saturday, right? I was going to say Friday night. I realized this is Saturday. I played out east of Dallas last night. It was a really fun room. I'm going to play another song I recorded just a couple weeks ago. I got an album coming out in the beginning of the year. But I've got a couple out there. If you want to listen now, you can find me at thejdgraham.com. And despite all the drug paraphernalia in my songs, my last name is spelled Graham, not Gram. But this is a newer tune I wrote. I was fighting another song. I don't write a lot of songs a year, but sometimes I fight them and I go back to what I know. I just write about what I know. I'm not really ever writing for anybody else. I'm just writing. It's kind of how I heal. And I was fighting another song, and I was like, well, you know what? I can't do this one today. I'm gonna write a song about a stripper. I used to hang out at the strip joints quite a bit in Oklahoma City in my old life, and every woman has a fake stripper name, whether she knows it or not. My wife's fake stripper name is Diamond. So I wrote a song about a stripper named Diamond that's dancing at the Red Dog out in Oklahoma City. Hope you like it. Hey, they say write about what you know, right? Thank you guys for being so respectful and listening to our songs and not talking about your '69 Camaro. You can go to any wing night at Chili's for a whole lot cheaper than you can come in here and talk, right? She been dancing for 3 years in Oklahoma, living at the Anytime Motel. She got roses on her hands and in her windows. Grandma says she's headed to hell. She slaps on some makeup and some clothes, rolls up $1, now she's in high gear, with pink sugar perfume and her hair's full of glitter, with black lights and $3 Coors. With Diamond is what they call her, but through the worn out PA speakers, it's DJ Alcoholic. Hey, she's stage light dizzy on a 3-day run, and she don't know if a diamond in the rough is better than having no kind of diamond at all. Well, she drives a 1977 gold Trans Am, lipstick stains on teeth. It keeps a pistol in her purse in case she finds trouble, with turquoise painted toes on her feet. With years of pressure's made her what she is now, a 25-carat queen of the streets. The doorman's name is Jake, and he's an asshole. He tried to cop a feel, now he's missing a couple teeth. Well, Diamond is what they call her, a blacked out ballerina, spinning blind into the darkness. She'd been standing up straight, but she's starting to bend. She wants to know if a diamond in the rough is better than having no kind of diamond at all. She been trying to kick the powder and oxycodone. She ain't never made it past a week. Well, she's 2 days in again and she starts to crumble. Grandma brings her something to eat. Says that old life's out there waiting if you want it, but there's a new life out behind door number 2. A tear rolls off her chin and puts out her cigarette. She says, screw it, I got nothing to lose. She says, my name is Diamond and I'm a tweaker. But she whispers from the 3rd row of her 14th NA meeting, hey, she's 3 steps dizzy in a 12-step dance. And she still don't know if a diamond in the rough is better than having no kind of diamond at all. If a diamond in the rough ain't better, then she don't want to be here anymore. Thank you, guys. You guys having a good time tonight? 98% of you guys are being quiet in here, too. The shoe fits, wear it.
So we met JD in Red Lodge, and this next song we actually wrote in Red Lodge. It was one of the last songs to make our album, and I I woke up from a dead sleep and had a song idea, and I was really excited because that doesn't happen to me hardly ever anymore. And so I grabbed my phone, I started writing it, and then the next morning I said, Ben, I have this idea for a song. We wrote it, we brought in all of our recording equipment, and we recorded it in this little tiny cabin Airbnb in Red Lodge, and it was great. I don't know, it was just so cool. I was really excited to just kind of have been deposited that song. So this song is called Confessions. It's on our new album. Oh, we have, our new album is named 3. Why? Because our first album is named 1. And our second album is named 2. And we're gonna do that until we're dead. So, the next album that comes out next year is... So this is what's crazy. Was that Morgan? Is that you? Did you say that, Morgan? Of course you did. Here's the thing. I did not know that Led Zeppelin did that. But they only did it for so many. Now, I know. Can you say you're not cool without saying you're not cool? So apparently Led Zeppelin did that too, but I didn't know it. But he didn't do all the numbers. He stopped. So we're gonna go forever. So anyways, this song is called Confessions. Hey, my name is Jack, and I think I might have a problem. I hold a key in the palm of my hand, and it might be the cause of my downfall. Well, I can't steal
my mind anymore.
Well, I can't
feel the things I did before.
Well,
I'm codependent, unrelenting, and it needs me too.
But now I'm here confessing
To
dopamine.
when it used to make me fly.
Now it's
all I can do to just feel fine.
Well,
I stagger along and the ringer on, and there's nothing left to do.
And now I'm here confessing
To you,
Hey, my name is Jack, and I think I might have a problem. Well, I hold a key in the palm of my hand, and it might be the cause of my downfall. But there's a
there's a cloud
cloud
hanging over me.
Well, I've been
Living in the make-believe.
well, my vision's blurred and I'm concerned. I can't tell fiction from true. But now I'm here confessing that to you.
Come on, Cap.
I keep
Trying to convince myself
that it's
all in good health. But the promise of a newfound love is fragile as the screen.
Now it's here confessing that to me. Hey, my name is Jack, and I think I might have a problem. I hold a key in the palm of my hand, and it might be the cause of my downfall. Thanks, y'all.
Ah.
Confessions.
I've only heard you guys do that song like one other time next to me. What a killer song that is. How y'all with us tonight still? It is after 10 o'clock. I'm going to play another new song. Well, it's not new. I wrote this song. This was in the group of the first 5 songs I ever wrote in my life. And I kept this song in my back pocket for all these years. I was in a rock and roll band many, many years ago, back in like 2011. And I wrote this song and kind of forgot about it. And I put it on this new album. And it's one of the only somewhat hopeful, happy songs that I have. So thank you guys so much for being present in the room tonight. This is called Hail to the Good Times. It's my musical toast to you. I don't drink anymore, but this talks about wine. So if I had a glass of wine and I was going to toast you, well, this would be my glass of wine. To the good times, to hell with this pain. Raise your glass if you got one, but if you don't, I'll lend you mine. And you can fill it to the top with your favorite wine. We can make a toast to all the things that make us smile. And we can sing hail to the good times, to hell with this pain. Well, let me hear you laugh. Let me see you smile, but if you can't, well, you can sing along and free yourself from the things that's done you wrong. We can touch the sky and let it lift and twist your tired mind. We can sing hail to the good times, to hell with this pain. Raise your glass if you got one, but if you don't, well, you can drink from mine. 'Cause it's filled right to the top with your favorite wine. We can make a toast to all the things that make us smile. Thank you.
I don't think I ever heard that one, JD.
I've never played
Way to be
that.
hopeful and all stuff like that. That's all. I love it. I love
Well,
it.
that's the only one you get tonight. We don't have a lot of time, so I got to choose them wisely. And I was going to come straight for your feelings, but I figured I'd give you a little reprieve. It's 10:23.
Is it anybody's first time ever here? Any first timers to the venue? Cool, cool. I love it. Awesome. This is a great little place, and they have music like twice a day, 2 shows a day, and it's a great listening room. And if you've never ate the food, if you just came here for drinks, come back when you can eat too, because the food is real good.
Hey, that table's got taste. I see a BJ Barham shirt on too, so hell yeah.
Yeah, that table's pretty cool. Huh? Yeah, except for Morgan. Except for I can't really say that because he brought y'all. So, I mean, he is a
Okay.
smart one. So we met Morgan and his wife I'm blanking on your name. Amy. What did you say? Amy. We met them when we played Party on the Mountain at Beach Mountain in
Oh, right.
North Carolina. Yeah. I joke and I said that we were side stage openers for Lake Street Dive, because like they were playing the main stage, but like we were playing the side stage, so we were the side stage openers.
But our stage was at the very top
I
of the
know.
ski lift.
I know.
And like you could only get there by going on the ski lift.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it rained, and it rained a lot, and they weren't expecting it, and where we were singing at, there was no cover, and they braved it, and they came up, and they only heard like a couple songs, and at the end he said, "You need to come to Houston." I said, "We are," and he was like, "What?" And I showed him, and he goes, "Really?" And so then he texted Rusty and his wife, the owners. They're not here. They're in Las Vegas living their best life. And I just thought, what a small world. And so you kept your end of the bargain. You came and you brought your people. So thanks.
Right.
Yeah. Which one are you going to do?
Well, Cash and I, we tour pretty much 80% of the year these days. And we have the white tour van that's, oh, no, it's not across the street. It's on this side of the street. You'll see it. It's the huge white van when you walk out. But before we toured in that, we toured in a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta. And I remember we would take a weekend out of Nashville, and one weekend we went to the East Coast to play for the first time. And we played at a place in Philadelphia called Connie's Rick Rack, where we made $35 in profit that night. That's right.
That's right.
$35.
We don't mean to brag.
And then 1 hour later, we had spent $45 on cheesesteaks across the street.
That's true.
We had high hopes for these tours, you know, and not many of those hopes came true. At a time like that, we were missing home. So this song's about missing home. Every word in this song is true. It's about that tour. It's called Running Me.
Drove 900 miles to NYC. Played a hotel bar so we could sleep for free. Cut a record in a Brooklyn warehouse. It was one of a kind, but now they're all sold out. Played a show in Philly on our way back. We made $35 at Connie's Rick Rack. We hit every thrift store in this town. Let's pack it all up, head back south. I was up around the bend, somewhere miles ahead. But my mind is back home in Tennessee. This road is running I was thinking on lyrics for a new song, and you were sleeping beside me with the seatbelt on. You'd wake up in a fright every once in a while. I told you just 30 more miles. Got in late to Kalamazoo, went through a strange house to find our room. Well, I hadn't been clean in a couple of days. Turned the water on, but it hadn't been paid. that I was up around the bed, somewhere miles ahead. But my mind is back home in Tennessee. This road is running we'll keep on running. 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 Thanks, y'all.
I never heard y'all do that one. Yeah. Maybe they're probably gonna be like, "Well, I've done it every time we played with you." It tells you I ain't paying attention. Anybody that knows any mustache stuff got any requests out there? Or not? Okay. My cousin requested a song. She's here tonight, so I'm gonna do that for her. Hey, thanks for coming, Carrie. Thanks for supporting me always down here in the old Houston area. We hung out when we were kids, and then, I went my own way into the drug game for about 25 years, and then I resurfaced as a sober guy, and somehow the universe connected us. This song, we share some similar interest in this song because my grandpa on my mother's side, his name was Boyd Colbert. We called him Popsy, and we used to hang out at their house in the summertime and many other times, and he had a couple feedlots up in Perryton, Texas. But he's mentioned in this song. This song's about where I grew up, Hydro, Oklahoma, population 500. I moved out of there in sixth grade, moved out to Yukon, Oklahoma. Started as a father young. 5 days after I turned 16, my first daughter was born. I quit school and I went and got a job with a plumbing company, and my name was Jeremy Grab a Shovel for the next 5 years. But before that, when I'd go out there and work on them feedlots with my popsy with a shovel, we'd be shoveling cow crap. So been digging holes most of my life. But this is just a song about where I was raised. It's got most of my family in it. The first part of it takes place in Hydro when I was about this tall, making hell for my parents. And the second verse of the song was out in Yukon when I'm about this tall. When I moved to Yukon, I discovered guitars, weed, death metal, and skateboards, and kind of shaped the rest of my life. And the last part of this song takes place when I was locked up a couple years ago. Just a true one about my life. Most of them are. It's called As For Me. If my guitar works. Oh, look at that. That's a high impedance air gap. You guys must have been rocking that hard. Are you guys rocking that hard? Oh, yeah. I played this song a couple days ago. I've been thinking about my mother a lot lately, and she's the first character in this song. Well, Mama was a banker with finance, mortgage, and loan. She didn't make a killing, just enough to keep the lights on. And my daddy worked for the state. Hell, he was gone most of the time, running up and down the highway, trying to keep us kids in line. My grandma, babe, she was an angel to my brother and sister, me. She taught us all about Jesus. Aunt Lucille taught us to read. My Uncle Earl, he was a craftsman, whittling wood in his garage. He made a dollhouse for my sister. For me and my brother, he made a barn. And as for me, I was just a boy in a town with nothing to do. I sneak out at night just to shoot out the lights, raising hell in school. Well, Popsy was my mama's dad. He sold cattle in the Texas plains. He had Budweiser on his breath. He had Copenhagen in his veins. And Granddad was my dad's old man. Teaching football was his game. He brought the best out in the dreaming man. He made the coaching Hall of Fame. But then my folks lost the will to make it work. They went fishing in different streams. My sister moved out and became a mama by the time she turned 18. My little brother was growing up in the shadow of a broken home. But he kept his wits about him, took the teenage years head on. And as for me, I was barely 16 with a baby on the way. And I picked up a habit and an old guitar, and I started tempting fate. A couple of decades later, the world's a different place. Grandmas, aunts and uncles, but most of them passed away. And my daughters are all grown up, and hell, they've seen their share of pain. And my dad's retired and hard as hell to read, but he's always been that way. My little brother lives out in Luther, and he's worked hard for everything he owns. He's got red dirt in his veins and Oklahoma in his bones. Well, Mama's in a nursing home. She's got Alzheimer's on her brain. My sister lives down in Houston. Cancer's chewing on her strings. And as for me, I'm in my 40s, and hell, I'm crossing out the days. I'm doing 7 to 10 in the damned old pen on an Arizona chain gang. Hey, as for me, I'm in my 40s, and hell, I'm crossing out the days. I'm doing 7 to 10 in the damned old pen on an Arizona chain gang. Oh, that old chain gang. Thank you, guys.
All right, I had a request for a song called Alabama Born, and it's my story song too, so there you go. This, oh, by the way, I wanted to say, on your tables, we put some QR codes, and if you want to scan that QR code, what that does is it takes you to our email mailing list. So you scan that, and then it'll pop up, and all you do is put in your email and your zip code. And then anytime we play near your zip code, we have a database that'll shoot you a message and say, hey, Goldpine's playing near you. So we would love to connect with you in that way. Ben and I play over 200 shows a year, and so we'll be back around. And if you're not from here, I guarantee you we're going to be playing wherever you live too, because we musically get around. So I would just love for you to connect, so do that. So anyways, this is a song from our new album, 3, and I'm from Alabama, and that's where I grew up. I moved to Nashville all by myself when I was 19 after my daddy died, and I went to pursue my dreams of being a country music singer. And here I am, 43. Okay, what happened? But this is my story, and I'm really grateful for where I came from, growing up in Alabama, the simple life. But I was ready to get out. So, anyways, thanks for requesting this. This is called Alabama Born. This is my story.
My mother married young, 19 years old, and she was having a son. Red clay on the floor, left a stain on her newfound world. She wore the wedding band of a man with a heavy hand. Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama born. First string quarterback, chasing nostalgia from a high school past, and with unfortunate love, he'd wrestle demons till she'd had enough. I don't carry his name, but I feel his blood inside my veins. Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama born. By the time I was 19, I followed my voice up to Tennessee. With a broken wing I'd flown to a place my family had never called home. Mercy, I've buried them all, but there's a place in my mind I can still recall. Oh, I was Alabama born. Alabama
Thank you.
Oh, that's killer. What a killer song. You got any breath left to breathe for the rest of your life after that? Or?
Any breath left to live?
Yeah, really, no doubt. I thank you guys for hanging out. I think we got a few more for you guys tonight. Thank you very much for cruising around this evening. I'm going to play for y'all the first song I ever wrote sober in my whole life. I did my first few years of a 6-year sentence down in Eloy, Arizona, at Red Rock Correctional Center, and I was in cell HD 65, and hell, even 2 weeks into this sentence, I didn't know I didn't know for sure if I wanted to get sober. There's lots of drugs in prison, believe it or not, and they're a whole lot easier to find. You don't have to go across town. You can just go, like, within a 50-foot radius. There was a window about this wide that looked out to the east, and it had a gutter running across it that was wrapped in razor wire, so we had to be up at 4:30 in the morning for a formal count. So I watched a lot of these sunrises through that lens of razor wire and the sun bouncing off of it. And I remember the day that I wrote down that title, Razor Wire Sunrise, and I went down to the church. Guys invited me down to the chapel couple weeks later, and I realized there was guitars in there. So this is the first song I wrote when I was locked up. I'm probably about 9-10 months into the sentence. Another true story called Razor Wire Sunrise. Never seen it coming like smoke before the fire. I'm caught up in fast living, dancing on the line, and taillight shattered right before my eyes. I stood shaking to the core as I watched another man die. We're baptized in guilt with an elephant on my chest, a handful of pills as I prayed for my last breath. But a selfish escape just wasn't in God's plan. The state gave me 6 years, and here I stand. And I'm looking out the window as darkness turns the light, and there's a sharpened steel reflection in my eyes. The white clouds are burning into blue in an empty eastern sky as I stare out at a razor wire sunrise. If these walls could talk, they'd scream at the top of their lungs. The crossed out days are enough to darken the sun. I'm searching for the patience and not the time. The hands are moving slow and the seasons grind. This concrete and steel can't keep my spirit in. It bleeds right through the mortar, finds a wind. Forgiveness slowly wraps around my mind. Redemption floods the driest days of my life. And I'm looking out the window as a tear falls from my eye. I've caused enough pain for 100,000 lifetimes, but I won't go back to the way I was. That part of me has died. I found grace in a razor wire sunrise. Looking out the window as the darkness turns to light, And there's a sharpened steel reflection in my eyes, and white clouds are burning into blue in an empty eastern sky. I see God in a razor wire sunrise. I see God in a razor wire sunrise. Thank you. Y'all have been awesome tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you for making my first show in Houston this awesome. And thank you guys for letting me.
Yeah. This is your first show in Houston?
It is.
I didn't realize that.
Welcome to Houston.
Hopefully it won't be the last. Who's going to come see me again if I come down here?
Come on.
All right. I got to hold y'all accountable to that. I ask that question in lots of rooms, and then I come back and play, and like 2 or 3 people show up. So.
You're like, I'm going to get you.
But thank you guys so much for coming, and thank you guys again for inviting me. We got a couple more left, or what do we got?
Yeah, this is gonna be the last song of this round. So thank you guys for coming out to a late show. It feels weird playing this late.
Yes,
Does
does.
it feel weird listening to music this late?
At least it's not a school night.
It's true.
You guys are used to it. Good for
Let's do it.
All right, so I just celebrated the 3-year anniversary of a pretty traumatic, crazy thing that happened to me. 3 years ago, we were on tour in Colorado, and I woke up in excruciating pain in my pelvis. Unfortunately, I got misdiagnosed twice on the road. I kept pushing through the pain. When we got back to Nashville, it came back even worse 2.5 weeks later. I went to the doctor again for the 3rd time. This time, instead of prescribing antibiotics, they did an ultrasound. And when they did, they found a 6-pound tumor in my right ovary. So no, Janet, it wasn't a UTI. Still a little salty at Janet in Lyons, Colorado, at the urgent care. Anyways, she did prescribe me some really good antibiotics. Like, who does that? Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. I forgive her. But it was really big, rapidly growing. They had to take it out in one piece because they thought it could be cancer. So they did a C-section on me to take out my tumor baby. And it was borderline cancerous. So they did a full hysterectomy on me at 39. So I've had like 15 hot flashes during this show. Why I wore a long sleeve shirt, I don't know. Where's my menopause girls? Hey. Yep, it sucks, doesn't it? Anyways, not only does it suck for us, doesn't it suck for your husband? He's like, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Okay, so as they were rolling me back for surgery, the nurses, the anesthesiologists, they came out dancing, playing our music on their phone. And I was like, that's really sweet, until I heard it was this song. And I was like, hey, doc, can you please skip this song? Can you go on to the next one? He said, why? I said, because that's a song that we wrote called When I Get to Heaven. This was the soundtrack to my surgery. When I get to heaven,
I'm gonna climb the tallest tree. I'm gonna stand upon the clouds, but just so I can see. I'm gonna lay my head down right on top of your chest. I'm gonna sleep for 5 days straight. I won't be worth nothing else. When I get to heaven, when I see the light,
filing all the papers,
shining on the line. I've got my affairs in order, and Jesus on the main line. When I get to heaven, when I see the light, I know it's time for leaving. I'm divorcing this life. On Boulevard to go.
I shall not be in no rush. I'll be leaning in on the table, and filling up on love. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell him what you want. Call him up, tell him what you want.
Jesus on the main line.
Jesus, tell him what you want.
Jesus on the main line.
Jesus, tell him what you want.
Jesus on
Jesus,
the main line.
tell him what you want. Well, call him up and tell him what you want. What you want. Thank you so
Thank
much.
y'all for hanging with us tonight.
Thanks, y'all. We appreciate it.
Okay, so if you've been here before, you know that for the live stream, we do some encore songs. So